So I guess this is a video about how to clear your energy, clear your space, and make it so that God's, the universe's, or Spirit's voice comes through clearer. I had started a spread a little while ago, and a lot of doubles came up in positions, like 2 cards would come out at once. You would feel 2 cards, one on the back, one on the front, or it would pull out and have another card attached to it. And that is when it wants you to pull 2. And I had a bunch of those throughout my spread, and that was just making a very, very complex spread. And then my camera just like shut off for no reason. So that was basically it telling me that I needed to redo, reset, and clear out some energy. So that's what I'm doing. And this will tell you how. There's many ways to clear your energy. You can meditate, you can burn incense, you can use crystals. I like white sage, personally. I find it to be very nice, a very good cleanser. It smells nice too. So this is my stub of white sage that I usually use. You can get them at any spiritualist shop, or you can buy seeds online and grow and dry your own. Cleanse yourself, cleanse the area, cleanse your cards, just like run things through the smoke. It doesn't get you high or anything, it's just white sage. It's just a nice smelling herb when it's burned. There are some prayers that go along with it. I don't usually pray for cleansing, I just let it do its thing. Along with that, you can use Palo Santo. And white sage will cleanse an area. It's like a spiritual bleach, basically. It'll bleach the heck out of everything. Palo Santo is a soothing energy, a blessing energy. It smells really nice. And it's just wood, but it smells really nice. And that blesses the energy. If you only use white sage, then you will only get the bleach effect. And that means that any old energy can come in place of whatever you clear out. So if you only use white sage, then it's going to just clear it out, and then the negative energy can all come right back in again. So what you want to do is ask or use a different energy to fill in that space. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Please, please, please give me the message that you want me to say today. Give me the words that people need to hear from you. Through Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, I pray. Amen. You usually do a good shuffle. And I explained how to do, death. How to, justice reversed. Whew. Dang. Couple of thoughts. Hermit reversed. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. That was the World upright. That is a lot of major arcana right off the bat. Queen of Pentacles, past, future, 6 of Wands reversed. 2. 4 of Cups upright, 8 of Cups reversed. This one, that one. Usually when I get 2, I put them in the same position. I don't spread them out because they came out in two, so they wanted to lay down in two, right? And then on this side, we've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. That one or this one? This one first, and then that one. And then these two. Alright. So we got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We got the Queen of Cups reversed. We got a lot of reversed. We got the Emperor reversed. And then we've got the Three of Wands upright, and then the Nine of Swords reversed. And on the bottom we have Page of Cups reversed. This is my Tarot Mucha deck. I love this deck a lot. It's very pretty, and the artistry on it is what I enjoy, which is Art Nouveau. The last video I did explain how to draw your own cards. I do like it when other people draw for themselves. I don't like, reading for other people because the interpretations can be off. When you read for yourself and you learn how to read for yourself, then you can see what's going on. When you know what you're doing, you know what's going on with the cards in conjunction with your life and how it reads for your life. There are so many different perspectives for each and every card in the deck. And as you learn and as you go along, you will find out that there are many, many different layers that will still affect, still be interpreted to your life. So like one card can have like 5 different meanings on many different levels that still pertain to your life in that situation. So it's much more beneficial for people to be able to read for yourself and get all of that knowledge, and none of the, well, I mean, the cards will still like tell the truth, but they won't do it in such a negative way that, readers can be. So if you do it for yourself, it can be a much more beneficial thing and a less emotionally traumatic. Less, because the cards will still kick your butt. But yeah. So what we have here, we had a lot of major arcana coming out from the gate. We'll start with the past first. The past was the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position, and this is a woman who is financially stable, who is in charge of her life. Earth is, the Pentacles is representing the element of earth, and earth is on different levels. It is spiritual, like religious, spiritual type thing, financial, your house, your home, your material goods, and your nature, basically, your earth, your life force, basically. So that is a woman in upright, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. So she's very stable, she's very grounded, she's very practical. She has her finances, her spiritual, her religion, her home life. Everything is pretty good for her. She's in a very, very good place, and she sits on her throne and she is in charge of that situation. The difference between a king and a queen, the king is more commanding, more dominant, more domineering, more in control. He will rule with more control over what he's doing. The queen is more of a submissive energy, more of a gentle energy, more of a mothering energy. It's not so much about the control or the domination. It's more about being submissive, the worker, the nurturer, the grower, kind of thing. So we have that in the past. That could also be the Taurus energy that is starting to wane as it goes into the Gemini energy. I'm getting notifications. So we move on through to the present challenge. What we have here is death crossed by the reversed justice. There is death. Death is going through about everybody's life right now with the coronavirus going on. But it doesn't always mean death. It doesn't always mean death. It can be that somebody's thinking about death. It can be that there is a great change going on in someone's life. Transformations. Really, really major, deep, foundational transformations that go on in people's life. It can also be rebirth. Someone who is flowing from being a cocoon to a butterfly, or that sort of thing. It can also be someone who is going backwards, who is decaying as well, but usually it's going forwards to rebirth. So there is a huge change that is needing to be made, or that is happening right now, and the challenge to that is the justice reversed. And that is a deep injustice that is taking place that is blocking this deep change. In an alternative perspective, this could be, like I said, with the secondary positions on either side. In the first video, I think I mentioned it. Whenever an outside energy comes into your energy, it will show up as a reversal. So when this is an upright, it would be the outside energy coming inwards, and it would, it's kind of like a missile. It shoots out from them and then goes into your energy. I don't know how I figured that out, but that's usually what happens. It can be a positive energy. It's just from an outside source, so it comes in and lands like out upside down. It doesn't have to be a negative thing when it's reversed. But in one perspective, it can be yourself with an injustice. On another perspective, it could be an outside's energies coming in with a positive justice, but it's just like from the outside. And that is the challenge that is being faced with this situation, this current situation. Major arcanas are always difficult. I had one spread a long time ago that was entirely major arcana. Lord help us. And then in the future is the Six of Wands in reverse, and this is a failure or a being recognized for a bad thing. And or not getting the recognition that you deserve. When it's usually upright, people are celebrating you, people are giving you glory for a victory. But when it's reversed, either people are recognizing you for a bad thing, or they are not giving you the recognition that you deserve. Or it is an outside energy who is getting recognition that they don't deserve. Or it could be a positive and the other person is like, getting recognition that they deserve. Interesting. At the foundation, we have the World. It's always interesting. I feel like this person in the middle is me, and all of these people on the outside are other people, because that's usually what, my situation is, and I'm just like in the center being gawked at by all these people who are judging me and like, being buttheads. But the World usually is a person. It's a Pisces energy. It is the completion of a cycle. It is the birth. Pisces are a sign of birth. Usually they will have a physical aspect that seems like pregnancy. It's like either a glow, or they have some sort of a tummy on them, or they are just, full of life in a way. But The World card is the completion of the cycle, and a Piscean card. It is also about evolutions, being birthed into something new, and that goes along with the death situation, where we are changing and transforming and becoming something more, or going into a new life. At the top of thoughts, we have the Hermit reversed, another major arcana. The Hermit reversed at the top of thoughts. When we have the Hermit upright, is someone who has taken a very long time away from society, which is what I do. I sequester myself a lot, probably too much, and that might be why it's in reversal. But being sequestered too much and not shining your light out onto the world. When it's in the upright, it's usually the person has sequestered themselves, learned their lessons, and comes out to shine their light and give out their knowledge to those who need it. When it's in the reversal, it can be that you have sequestered yourself too much and you're refusing to shine your light, which is what I do a lot. But it can also be someone from the outside that you're thinking about, and their energy is like coming in like a missile. But it could be someone from the outside who might be a Virgo, or someone who is in isolation. Speaking of isolation, this could also be about the coronavirus isolation thing, where everybody is kind of sequestering themselves to a great deal. Personally, I my life hasn't changed. I don't go out. I don't do stuff. I don't, I have a lot of problems that keep me at home, and I'm happy at home, and I'm happy being sequestered on my own, and I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. Nobody checks on me. Nobody does anything. I'm a fuddy-duddy, basically. Yeah. But so my life hasn't changed, but everybody else is all in an uproar about this, and so yeah, at the top of thoughts, if it's you, maybe you're thinking about people being sequestered too much. I just noticed this, and I really love it. Her lamp is, I don't know if you can see that, but her lamp has, let's see if you can see it. It's too fuzzy. There it goes. But her lamp has the Merkaba. I don't know if I said that right. But it's the Star of Metatron, Solomon's shield. That's neat. I like that. I like that shape a lot. And it comes up in my life a whole bunch. But anyway, that is the light that she is shining. It's really interesting. I like that. Lord help us. Alright. So that's the situation right here. We have a person who is very, very stable. We have great change blocked by some sort of justice or injustice. We have unrecognized or an unrecognized person coming out at the end. We have transformations and evolution, and we have a great sequestering that's going on, or trying to isolate or block out, or somebody, maybe a Virgo, because the Hermit card is a Virgo person. So that's the situation that we're dealing with. And here in our first row, we have the Four of Cups, someone being very dissatisfied with an offer. Maybe that cup does not hold the correct type of water that you like. Maybe it's like distilled water and you like spring water or something. Or maybe it's like slimy and has like an ice cube with questionable contents, that kind of thing. And this person does not like that offer. And then we have the Eight of Cups, somebody walking away, but it's like in the reversal. This could be some outside energy in the positive form who is actually walking away, but in the present form as you in your energy, it would be you having a tough time walking away from an emotional situation. perhaps a love life or relationship or some sort of thing. Or you are doing it for the wrong purposes, or you are just not doing it correctly. So somebody doesn't like an offer and they're trying very hard to walk away, but they're not really doing it the way they should be. Or maybe this is a rejection. Someone is being rejected and the other person is walking away. The outside source is walking away, taking their cups and going, which is all right, you know. One doesn't want it, the other's walking away. How it should be, right? This is the second tier, and that would be an outside energy coming in. Whoever is on the outside feels like they are trapped, but they are an illusion. The trap is an illusion. She can break free, she can get out of this. It's just all in her mind. As the energy would be for you, this would be some sort of narcissistic mind game binding that you're breaking free from. You are the one who's breaking free. You see it for the illusion that it is, and you are getting out. If it's on the outside energy, which it would be, because the second tier is the outside energy coming in, it would be someone who doesn't see the illusion, who doesn't see the narcissistic mind game, and feels like they are trapped. Or it doesn't have to be a narcissistic mind game. It's just like all of these truths that are surrounding them that don't really matter. And they can break free from it if they want to. She's tied very loosely. She has a blindfold, but she can like get out of this, take it off, and walk out of these sets of swords, but she doesn't. She chooses to remain there and act like a victim. But that's not you, because you are in reversal. You see it and you're walking out. It would be the outside energy who doesn't. Emotions, hopes, and fears is the third tier. Emotions, hopes, and fears. Emotions would be the King of Cups in the upright. Someone who is very emotionally grounded, very stable, very happy, very positive, in control of your emotions. When it's the king, it is the controlling version of the element. So you are very in control of your emotions. You're very connected to your emotions, but you don't let them control you. You dole them out in a precise way that is healthy for you. It is healthy for you, it is healthy for the people around you, and everybody is having a good time. And you have a little fish that flies over your head, apparently. Lord help us. If it's an outside energy, emotions, hopes, and fears would be something from the outside. From the outside, it would be in the reversal. That would be a person on the outside who is using their emotions to try to control you. So that would be your fear. Or you could be having fears of negative emotions within yourself. And the outcome for this is the Seven of Swords in the reversal, which is very interesting, right? In the upright, this is a thief who has stolen truth, usually stolen power. In the positive aspect, it would be someone who is stealing their power back, stealing their truths and making a run for it. In the negative aspect, it is a person who has stolen truths from somewhere and is walking off with it and being a very naughty person, not nice at all, which is coming up in the Gemini energy. There is a very, very tricky energy that is going to overcome the Taurus stubborn, grounded energy. So watch out for that. This is in the reversal for the outcome for this line. So either it is an outside energy coming in who is stealing the truths and walking out, or it is you who is not being sneaky, not being underhanded. Sometimes this card comes up in infidelity cases where people are being underhanded with someone who is in a marriage or someone who is already in a relationship, and they want to be sneaky and go off and have an affair and do all that kind of, stuff. But for you, for the reversal, you are not doing that. You're being very straightforward. You're being very smart about this. You are not taking part in any underhanded business. You are straightforward, upfront, saying no. You are a very, very upstanding person, which is good. Or it could be that you are deeply, deeply underhanded. Sometimes when it comes up like that, it will be a deeply, deeply, like it would be the positive aspect, but like deeply underhanded, which would be extremely naughty of you. Please don't. I wanted to make a post about that. I'll make a post about that on Facebook, because like Taurus energy and Gemini energy, I always do like the cusps, like what's going to happen within the next coming energies. So I'll go do that. Lord help us. All right. So like in this line here, we have starting out, this person is going through some sort of something over here. He's got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That is the earth sign, and that is your spiritual, your financial, your home life, your nature, your nurturing, and that's in the reverse. That is like deeply in debt, deeply feeling unstable, not feeling like you have anything under control. You don't have anything. You're destitute in all of these areas, basically. And it can be that you are starting off at the one again, where you are going to start this new thing. That can be with this transformation thing coming through. You're giving up all you've had, and you're going to go into this new venture, this new business venture, this new spiritual relationship, this new financial business dealing, this new home, everything, new foundations, new everything. So that's what this person is feeling. Can also be very, very bad. I never like Pentacles reversed. Pentacles reversed is always bad, because like upright, it is the basic Wiccan star symbol, and then reversed is that very, very negative star with the sins. Outside energy coming in, we have the Queen of Cups, which goes along perfectly, I guess, with your emotions, hopes, and fears over here. This is your positive energy being like a missile coming in. Bam. That's you. That's basically how I figured out how that happens. I guess. So this is basically like your energy coming in. You are in the upright, even though it's like reversed over here. It's just because of that. But that's you. That's the king coming in. You are emotionally grounded. You are emotionally healthy. You are happy. You are doing what you know is good for you and good for others. So you are emotionally stable. You are emotionally grounded. You are feeling connected to your emotions. You are in a good space. And you are affecting this person. You're doing all right. For them, it could be that they are feeling negative. They're having unhappy emotions. They might be a little bit manipulative with their emotions. They might be trying to get you to do things with them or for them using their emotions in a negative way, like a manipulator or something. Or it could be just that they are feeling badly, and they are in a bad place right now. Emotions, hopes, and fears. So we have emotions and hopes for them would be the Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse. The Emperor upright is someone who is an Aries person, who is a leader, which would be their fears. The upright would be their fears. But in the negative, it would be someone who is bossy, who is controlling, who is trying to make things happen out of force, who is not doing things in a very good way. Basically, they are corrupted, they are loudmouth, they are demanding, they are forceful. They're trying to get things done their way right now, or else, basically. In another negative aspect, it could be that they are letting things go. They just don't want to do anything. They're just like giving up. They don't want anything to do with anything, and they're going the totally opposite way of the negative, which would be, you know, like on one hand you could be extra controlling, on the other hand you could just be giving up, which is what you shouldn't do. You should just, like, you know, deal with things and move on, or deal with things the best way you can and move on. I have a puppy who's sleeping, but Lord help. So yeah, it could be someone who is extremely controlling, or someone who is letting go, just like giving up on life and everything, basically. Extremely. It's either one extreme or the other, and that's why it's in the negative. As you would be their fear, so just like on this side, you would be in the upright, and that would be a Aries person who is a leader, who is doing their thing, who motivates people in positive ways, and is more of, hey guys, come on, let's do this, rather than do this or else, and I'm going to do this and that and the other. It's a person who is very in control of themselves. The Emperor, for an Aries, they're emperors. They are in control of all of the elements. So, like, where this is one element, the element of water, and it's a king, this would be above that. He is above all of the kings. And he is in more control of himself and the elements inside of him and outside of him in his life. So whereas this King of Cups is the element of water, he is in control of his emotions. The Emperor is in control of all of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and void. And so he controls his mind, heart, body, and soul, and spirit and darkness.